I'm Betsy with Desserts Required, and even though I may be dressed as if it's the middle of summer, we're actually in November. And when I think of November, I think of Thanksgiving, and I think of the aromas of the kitchen. And one of the favorite aromas that I love is cinnamon. And it doesn't get enough credit oftentimes, so I decided to highlight it with cinnamon shortbread cookies. They're so easy to make. Throw the dough together. The butter doesn't even have to come to room temperature, which is great. It rests in the refrigerator for an hour and then roll it out. And what I did was I started to roll it, and I roll it between sheets of parchment paper because it peels back so easily. I am not always the most even roller. It's just the way it goes. So always remember, start from the center. Don't start at an edge and work your way because it will never be close to even. But work from the center, whether you're going this way or this way or this way, and then I turn it to go the other way because coming towards you is not an easy thing to do. So that way. And you know, I want them about 1/4 of an inch. Do I measure it? Never. If they feel too thick, then I'll roll it or I'll push it down some more. Otherwise, just let it go. And if it's a little under, a little over, just look at them as you're baking that first pan. Peels off easily. Now, this has been out a little longer than I'd probably love it to be, but I did want to show you how to do it. So I go around the plate, or around the sheet actually, first to mark where they all go. And the reason I do that is I like to go as close as possible. When I finish this, all the scraps, I'll put together again, I'll roll it out, and then I'll stick it in the freezer, or don't put it in the freezer, the refrigerator, just for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just to get it hard enough, because doing this when they're too soft, they won't come off nicely. And peel back the cookie. These may be a little thick. So what I'll probably do is just mash it down a little bit more and then it'll thin it out. I have a wonderful cinnamon sugar mixture. So make sure you put the mixture into a bowl that's big enough to fit this. The rounds are about 3.5 inches. You can adjust it to a different size. If you like a certain shape, you can do pumpkins, which actually the pumpkins would be adorable. Dip them. Put them onto the baking sheet, and when you finish the sheets, bake them in the oven. They bake about 15 to 18 minutes. Again, it depends on how thickly you cut the, or how thick it is that you roll these out. When I roll them, this one thicker, I push it down a little more. You really have to just watch it. That's the best way. And then, when they're done, the smell is so good. It's screaming Thanksgiving, or at least autumn. Autumn in Florida and white. You have to try it. www.dessertsrequired.com. Have fun making them. Pick any shape that you want. Just make them. And at the end, when the scraps don't fit into a shape, just form them to about the same thickness as the rounds and bake those at the same time. Have fun.